it's me. Wow, Katie appeared, and today for you, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So, if you guys have been on my channel for a bit, you've noticed that I started doing this thing where I talk about the anime that I've watched in that month. So I thought I would make a video of the anime that I will be planning on watching in the anime 2017 spring edition of it. And yeah, so I was explaining all the anime that I really want to watch and sound really interesting to me. I may or may not talk about some anime that I don't want to see, like I set on not gonna bother, just so that, because there is a certain anime I will talk about that I'm not gonna see, and I know a lot of people might ask me why I do not want to see this. So yeah, and of course I'm not going to go through every single anime, or it's going to take too long. So yeah, again, I'm just going to do the anime that I'm really interested in watching, and I might talk about some anime that I'm not planning on watching anytime soon. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Alright, so the first one we see on this list is of course Attack on Titan. So yes, Season 2 of Attack on Titan. It's finally coming! Hopefully, maybe. I'm sure it definitely will, or else they probably wouldn't put it on the actual website. But, yeah. So basically, yes, if you've seen Attack on Titan and you like it, I'm sure you're pretty much looking forward to this as much as I am. I really did enjoy Season 1 of the anime. I have not yet read the manga of Attack on Titan, but from what people are saying, they said that a lot of the other stuff that will be covered will be interesting, because a lot of people said they didn't enjoy certain arcs. So we'll see what happens when it comes to Season 2. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the anime will do it better. We don't know. I know a lot of people are a bit skeptical because basically, yeah, the release date for this is April 1st. So, yeah, I don't know if Wit Studios is trying to be funny, but we all know if that's the case, there's gonna be some very, very angry anime fans, including me. So yeah, so the next one here is Clockwork Planet. The summary seems very interesting, and it seems like it could be very, very good, but it could also get maybe generic at the same time. But from what I have heard, the person who wrote the novel of this also worked on No Game No Life. I've watched a bit of No Game No Life and I really enjoy it, so maybe I'll also enjoy this anime. So let's see what it has to say. Everyone on Clockwork Planet considers Naoto a machinery nut. Every moment of the day he has his mind on gears and his hands tinkering with dedicated machinery motors, but no one understands how he can hear and feel gears in operation, even with a long distance away. Then one day, a clockwork maiden falls from the sky, presenting events that will shake the whole world. So yeah, again, this could be very an interesting anime, or it might accidentally turn into something generic, but we'll see. But I will definitely be watching Clockwork Planet. Okay, so this series, Etsuto Manga Sensei. This is one of the animes where I'm just like, I just have no interest in whatsoever. And that is just by the first title, sentence alone. The new sibling romantic comedy. I, for one, am not a fan of incest. I just don't like it, and I really won't see the point in actually watching it. Again, maybe it'll have a new spin on it, but it's just, from what the description was giving, it just doesn't sound like my cup of tea, so I definitely won't be watching that. Okay, so the next one that I am definitely really, really interested in watching is, I think it's pronounced Radda. I think that's how you pronounce it. This one just sounds interesting just by the way the summary is basically a kiss note is a powerful notebook that makes anyone who has their name written together will instantly fall in love if they kiss each other, regardless of any circumstances. This magical and very familiar item belongs to an angel called Gera, whose job is, as Cupid, is to create couples. However, she accidentally writes down Anos Seiji's a regular high school student, and unless he kisses someone, Gera will die. She's convinced Soji to kiss his crush, Hanamiya Akia, the school's most popular girl, who turns out to even have strong feelings for him, bordering on obsession and psychopath. So basically, we've got a yandere, basically. We've got another yandere character, so that should be interesting too, because I don't mind my yandere characters. Especially if Kanye and Suji come together, but before Kuri decides that she likes Suji as well. What seems to be awesome to most guys becomes hell for Suji, who wants to have a normal relationship with girls. So this, again, could be very generic on how they do it, but it can also be really well done if they pace it well. And also the fact that it's a kiss note. Like, obviously whoever wrote this must have been a fan of Death Note and just thought, hey, what happens if we make a kiss note instead? Instead of them dying, they just kiss someone and they're instantly in love. Why not? Sounds very interesting to me. The next one here I'm going to talk about is Baruto. Baruto, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Baruto, the Naruto's next generations. Now, I have to say, I will not be watching this, as I wasn't really much into Naruto as it was. I was into it when I was back in high school, but everything else, it just didn't take my fancy after I left high school, and I don't know, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I know a lot of people like Naruto, and I can see why they do, but it's just not my kind of thing, and I don't know why they're making the next generations of it. I don't know why they just won't let because they had a movie, which is fine, you can have a movie, but now they're doing the next series. It might be interesting, but I'm not gonna watch it. Unless you guys have a good reason why you think I should watch Baruto, let me know. The next one is How to Reset. Nearly half of the population of Zakarada. Again, I'm not very good at pronouncing names, but yeah, as you can probably tell from the video, a small town near the Pacific Ocean, some sort of unique powers. These powers range from being able to enter the mind of a cat, interesting, to resetting the world back to a certain point in time in the past. There is a group known as there's no way in heck I'm going to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try, that controls and monitors the use of these powers. Asaki and Haruka Mizora work for their school's club called Hishu Club, which ignores any missions received from that group. Mizora has the ability to reset the world 3 days. This means that all the events and memories of the past 3 days could have happened, never happened. Kia has the ability to remember the past even after Mizora uses her powers to reset the world back 3 days. Kai will retain these 3 days in his memories. Combining their powers, these tools will solve missions issued by that company. So yeah, this does sound very interesting, but again, it could have a lot of plot holes and all that. But I think I'll definitely also will be watching this anime, because it does sound very interesting. And I'm always very interested in the whole supernatural kind of powers thing, so it should be interesting. It also questions if the girl can actually remember that she can go back 3 days, or he has to tell her that, or something like that. That's one of the things I'm a bit concerned about, how exactly they're going to explain that, but we'll see. Alright, the next one has a very long title, and I ain't gonna try it because it's way, way too long. Oh, I know it has a lot of question marks, but it does sound very interesting. So basically, it's 500 years ago have passed since the humans went extinct at the hands of the fearsome and mysterious beasts. The surviving races now make their homes up in floating islands in the sky, out of reach of most of the mobile of the beasts. Only a small group of young girls, the leprechauns, can wield ancient weapons that are needed to fend off the invasions from these creatures. Onto the girls are unstable and fleeting lives where the cause of certain death could come at any moment. Enters unlikely character, a young man who has lost everything in his final battle 500 years ago and is the last living human awake from a long icy slumber. Unable to fight any longer, William becomes the father of the girls that girls never had, caring and nurturing even though he struggles to come to terms with this new life, in which he feels the pain and helplessness of waiting for his loved ones to return home from battle that his daughter once felt for him so long ago. Together, William and the other girls gradually understand what family means and what can truly be worth protecting. Now, this does sound really interesting, and at first, if I only read the synopsis and didn't know like the genres, I would think that this would be automatically some sort of harem / like ecchi kind of series, but from what it says, it basically just says action and fantasy. So this could be very interesting, and I have to say the art style looks really, really pretty. So again, I think I definitely will be also watching this anime as well. I hope they come out with like the English title of this so it's a lot easier to say, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mouthful, whatever it is. But yeah, unless any of you here speaks Japanese and knows what the long title says, let me know. Okay, next up. Okay, next one is Alice to Zukara. A group of young girls possess a mysterious power known as Alice's Dream, which gives them the ability to turn their thoughts into reality. Detained upon these youths are locked away in secret until one of them manages to escape. Her name is Sana, a girl with power to ignore the very laws of physics. With this willful powerhouse crossed paths with a stubborn old man named Seclude. His carefully ordered life has never been the same again. Now, it's very interesting that the fact that this anime is going to be about a young girl and an older man and how they deal with this whole... Basically, he has to deal with the fact that whatever she thinks comes to life. So this again should be very interesting, and I'm very looking forward to what it has to say and how it is. So yes, that's also another anime that I definitely will be watching. Alright, the next one here is Senkai no Yame Kuzukan. I know Yame means darkness, so obviously it's got something to do with darkness. So this basically is a series of short of an omnibus format that tells stories of a strange and bizarre in our world, including UFOs, cryptids, curses, ancient civilizations, supernatural powers, spiritual experiences, bizarre cases, and different dimensions and urban legends, told in a picture-style show. The anime seeks to evoke the retro atmosphere of horror stories that were popular in the 60s and 70s in magazines. Now this does sound interesting, and I've been really looking for a really good horror anime to watch, because I do like my horror movies. Well, I'm usually quite, when it comes to horror movies, I'm very, to say the least, I don't exactly, like, it depends on the horror movie. Some horror movies I really like, others, modern ones are not so good. But when it comes to horror and anime, you know it's going to be good, and you can go to such lengths that you're like, whoa, that freaks me out. But yeah, I am really looking forward to this, because this just sounds really, really interesting. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an exact date on when it's coming out, but it is coming out in April 2017, so next month. So yeah, this should be very interesting. So yeah, definitely one of the animes that I'll definitely be wanting to check out. The next one is Kenako Boshashi Otome, girl beats boys. Now, the reason why I'm interested in this particular anime is basically, again, I like my Totome games if you've not seen my channel, but also, like, this. Here's the synopsis. Hanako Natsume has spent her whole life raised in state-run orphanages, without even knowing her family. As she's about to enter high school, Hanako is approached by Haruki, a boy who claims to be her twin brother. According to Haruki and Hanako are children of a head of the powerful Azakuni Yukutsuki family, and that they have to basically switch places with him at the school, an all-boys school overrun with the nation's toughest delinquents. Can she save her brother and find romance and become the new boss of the school? So basically the whole twin thing kind of reminds me of the Shakespeare play The Twelfth Night. I'm a very big fan of that play. Now, I know obviously it's probably not an actual like based off it, but because of that whole inkling, it's kind of got me interested. And I may try, and it was originally a Totome game. I have not played it obviously, but I might try and find it myself and maybe play it on the channel if I like it. Maybe if I'll watch the anime, see if I like the anime, but if I don't, I might again still play it just in case that the visual novel was just better. So yeah, it does sound very interesting, especially the whole delinquent part. So yeah, it should be interesting. Okay, next one here is Atom, the beginning. Now the reason why I am very much looking forward to this is the fact that it's the story of the birth of Astro Boy. Now, I loved watching Astro Boy as a kid. I absolutely loved watching it. The movie that came out a few years ago was alright. It was alright, but wasn't my kind of thing. But still, I absolutely loved watching Astro Boy growing up. So this would definitely be very interesting and quite nostalgic for me. So yeah, I will definitely be watching this because this does sound interesting to know what happened before Astro Boy was created and what caused all the problems that you see now. So yeah, let's go. Next one here is Roommate. It is not given us a synopsis yet, but I will say the art style looks very, very interesting. Now, yes, let's see here. So basically, this is sort of again, it's just called Roommate, so and again, it's giving you no synopsis, and it doesn't even tell you like what kind of anime it's gonna be. So it kind of interests me. Is it going to be like a mysterious kind of anime, or is it going to be something else? We'll see. Again, it does sound very interesting, so yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, that is all the anime that I am interested in watching this season. Now, basically, if you've seen any anime where you're like, okay, I think you should check this anime out, then leave it down below in the comments and tell me why. Also, I'll also leave a link to the website that I used for finding out what anime is coming out. It's called livechart.me, but again, I will put it down below in the description. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And until we meet again, goodbye.